Welcome to AmiCast, podcast about Amiga computers. I'm your host, Krzysztof Radzikowski, but call me Krzysztof or Radzik. Hi, it will be a short review about Amiga Forever 9. So this is completely new version. I have the opportunity, thanks to the mic, to check it, test it, and see what is new compared to the older ones. So basically the installation of the package is like always easy. You must follow the next button. Of course you need your license key because this is a commercial package, but you need it if you would like to use something like, for example, AmiKit, because you get the system and the ROMs. After installation you can direct run the player, but before it, now you can a little bit give setup to your experience with the player. So you can set up the titles, how it will look like, for example, for the game icon or system icons, and you can have the theme like dark, like is now dark white, and what you prefer nowadays. There is as well other options like before, but now it's in really nice setup, like a file association. So you can associate your Amiga files with Amiga Forever. Instead, you can use WinUAE if you prefer. Like before, you can as well set up the system keys. So it sometimes can be useful, or can be much more useful for advanced users. For now better is to hit the next button, like in advanced preference. Basically you don't need to set up something special at the beginning. Of course the whole preferences can be changed at any time when you run your player later. Check for updates. It's like always the nice feature, which is checking if there is something new. The release of version 9 is not so old, but already there are some small updates, and after checking the updates, the special small program will run, and you can download the new files for you, or it will download for you, and it takes some minutes to install new stuff, but it's really nice, and it's easy of use. And after this you can run your updated version of the Amiga Forever, or the player program, like it was called and is called now. Okay, so here in options, basically in the tools, basically you have the most important, what is for people which don't use everyday Windows, or which will use this package for install for example, AmiKit or other pre-configured system, is the burning image tool, which will burn not only the basic ROMs and system, but other stuff. You can select what you want to have on this DVD image, and it can be useful. It is really nice as a backup. If you change something in your Amiga Forever setup, you can use it as a backup files, and you copy the original one. Of course, there are some, if you have printer and you want to make nice cover for your CD or box, you can do it. After this, this is the basic stuff. After this, you can run and test like before, workbench 3.x, which is pre-configured AmigaOS 3 with some stuff that you can try before you, in my opinion, you should in future make your own system, or base it on this. Make your own system, and like before, the player has the small icons, and you can enlarge the screen or go full screen. You can stop and pause the emulation. So it's in new graphics design, but it's always good as always before. And you can like here make a full screen. There are, for example, some new good stuff like directory Opus 5 if you would like to use it, or not. You can use the standard workbench file manager. In system preferences, you can choose the screen mode, and if you this is everything installed from the beginning, so you don't need special knowledge like WinUAE to set up the bigger screen, for example here, or set up the graphics card or music card. So it's working from the beginning, and like it was said before, you can restart your computer or your emulated computer emulated from this menu after a long hold of escape key. So this is easy like that, and then you hit the restart button, and there will be the fresh boot of your emulated Amiga. Now we can run the workbench workbench 1.3, so this typical old school stuff. So my opinion is more to check it how it was or something, or if the Amiga Basic was really made by Microsoft. So, but if you are okay purist and you want to use it with something special, of course you can. And then you have the folder with the games, so you can select a lot of games. Now the variety is I think better than before. For example, here is virtual karting. The game was popular in the 90s, and it was about the karting drive, so it was something new for typical racing kart, and it was like you can see in 3D. But of course the graphic is nowadays is not so good. But the better graphics you can find in folders with demos, and there is a lot of good demos. You can choose the cult one, the newer one. So it is nice if you want like to get to know about the Amiga demo scene, what was made from typical iconic stuff to something after 2000, like here. So just hit the play and try it. There is a gallery for which you can find some interesting documentation, photos, and so on. And that's all of works for now. And next video will be about the Amiga Forever and AmigaOS 4.1 setup, because this is separate stuff. Normally you can get with the Amiga Forever Workbench 1.3 and 3.x and between, but 3.1 you must pay it separate. But installation is quite simple, few clicks, so we take it in the next right.